Published in 1950, There Will Come Soft Rains is one of Ray Bradbury's most celebrated short stories. Bradbury, a prominent 20th century American author, played a crucial role in bringing science fiction and speculative fiction into mainstream literature. The story, which explores themes of scientific advancement, nuclear proliferation, and mid-20th century American domestic life, first appeared in Collier's magazine in May 1950 and was later included in Bradbury's novel, The Martian Chronicles. Bradbury's most famous works emerged in the mid-20th century during the onset of the nuclear arms race, often highlighting the perils of scientific progress. There Will Come Soft Rains depicts a robot-filled, automated house that continues to operate after its human inhabitants perish in a nuclear explosion. The story begins by describing a living room where an electronic voice clock announces it is 7 a.m., time for the residents to wake up. 9 minutes later, the voice signals that it is time for breakfast. However, there are no human inhabitants to heed these messages. The narrator notes that the house is empty, and the voice clock's announcements seem almost fearful that no one will respond. As the story progresses, the house's daily routine unfolds. A voice in the kitchen states the date and a list of reminders, while an automated stove prepares 4 full breakfasts of eggs, bacon, and toast. The voice also sets the scene. It is August 4th, 2057, in Allendale, California. Every aspect of domestic life is automated, and the house buzzes with activity despite the absence of human life. A weather box on the porch complains about the rain. The garage opens its door automatically. The kitchen cleans itself after no one eats the breakfast, and robotic mice emerge to remove dust. The narrative then shifts outside, revealing that this is the only house left standing in a city of rubble and ashes. The city emits a glow at night due to radiation. Although the nuclear explosion has spared the house, its west wall is charred completely black, save for 5 places, which are the silhouettes of the house's former inhabitants in their final moments. A man mowing the lawn, a woman gathering flowers, and 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl, playing catch with a ball, the 5th silhouette. Despite its occupants being gone, the house continues to defend itself from wild animals, including foxes and cats. One exception is a dog that arrives at the front porch. The house recognizes its whine, allowing it inside, suggesting the dog once belonged to the family. The dog tracks mud through the house, which is immediately cleaned by the robotic mice, although they are described as being angry at the inconvenience. The dog runs frantically through the house, grows frenzied at the smell of food outside the kitchen door, and eventually dies. The robotic mice then come out again to clean up the dog's remains. Throughout the story, the disembodied voices of the house continue to mark the passage of time. At 4:30 p.m., the scene shifts to a children's nursery where the walls lived. Alongside robotic insects crawling on the floor, the walls display creatures like antelopes, lions, and giraffes cavorting in crystal substance, accompanied by the sounds of the jungle. As night falls, the house begins its end-of-the-day routine. It fills a bath, lights a cigar, and warms the beds of its former inhabitants. It also asks Mrs. McClellan which poem she would like to hear, and when met with silence, it randomly selects Sarah Teasdale's There Will Come Soft Rains. This poem describes an earth without people in idyllic terms, noting that no one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. There is no response. The final sequence begins at 10 p.m. when the house began to die. A tree branch crashes through the kitchen window, starting a fire when it spills cleaning solvent onto the stove. The house detects the fire and attempts to save itself. Doors seal shut, and robotic rats emerge from the walls, spraying water at the flames. The fire spreads rapidly, destroying furniture and artwork, but the house fights back. The fire is nearly extinguished when blind robotic faces with faucet mouths gushing green chemical descend from the attic to assist the robotic rats. However, an explosion in the attic accelerates the fire, which then consumes the house room by room, causing the machine voices to fall silent one by one. As the house is destroyed, its automated systems appear to panic in a scene of maniac confusion. Finally, the house collapses with a crash. Only one wall remains, and a voice within it continues to repeat the date, now August 5th, 2057, over and over again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.